Hello, everyone, and welcome again to Own Your Image, Effortless Style, Branding, and Extraordinary Confidence. I'm Deshante.
I'm Tanae.
We have here with us today LaShonda Martin. She is a certified credit
Hi.
specialist and an entrepreneur. She has helped over thousands of people improve their financial health. She is a true giver and a blessing to so many, and we're super excited to get to speak with her today.
Yes.
Hey, Shonda, how are you?
Hi guys. How are you today?
We're doing good. So glad
Good.
to be here. We'll jump
Yes.
right into the questions. Everybody's life has just changed so much with the COVID-19 and being quarantined. Let us know where you're at now and how quarantine life has been for you.
Quarantine has been very busy for me actually. My business is online based. So with the quarantine, people are spending more time on their computer, on their phone. So I've been more busy. So it's ironically I've been, way busier during quarantine than normal.
That's good. That's a blessing for sure.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Where are you located so the audience knows?
I'm actually in Virginia.
Okay.
Virginia. Mm-hmm.
Well, Shonda, I have to tell you that we learned about your program from my mom, and she's like so obsessed with being on in your Facebook group. She's learned so much. She's really been fixing her credit. So thank you. And she talks about how you have such a beautiful heart. So
yeah.
Oh my God.
So excited when she sees this. Hey, Mom.
That makes me smile. Hey, Mom. That makes me smile so much. I didn't know that. I thought maybe because my target range is probably from the ages of like 20 to like 35. So I love just every time I hear the story, it's always just like a mom or just like maybe a daughter or something. I love that so much.
Yeah,
I love it.
Put all of us on.
Yeah,
I know.
That's crazy.
To me, my mom.
Wow.
Everybody's part of the group.
That truly makes me so happy. Like I love that so much. That made my day. So tell your mom I said hello.
Will do. So tell us a little bit about your brand and what it is that you do.
So
No.
Can you hear?
Yes. Back.
We're back. We're back, guys.
We're back.
Oh,
Dang
it's
it.
us.
Yeah.
It's us.
I can hear you guys.
You can hear us? I think it's from our end. Connection's a little bit unstable, it keeps saying.
Are you editing this? So can we do you want to start over or?
No,
we'll
just keep
going.
We'll
Okay. No problem.
Figure it out.
Okay. All right.
Let's tell us about what you do and how your business came about.
So actually I am, as you stated, I am a certified credit specialist. And when I initially started my business, it was literally just to help like my friends and family with their credit. I had repaired my own credit, did like a ton of research. And I had increased my credit score from around a 423 to it was around like a 680 when I kind of first jumped into the company. But it was, like I said, initially just to help my family. I made a group just because my family is from St. Louis and majority of my family is in St. Louis, Missouri. So with Virginia, I just thought making a Facebook group would kind of connect us and allow us to communicate better. So I made the group and it started off with 20 people. And I remember the time I even told myself, maybe this will get to 100 people max. The group will get to 100 people and then I'm fine. As long as I can help my family and, their family, then I'm completely good. So that's how I started. And then it kind of just like caught on like wildfire. Like we were getting so many requests. I remember by like the second month, we were literally averaging hundreds and hundreds of followers a day. Wow. And then now, of course, it's we're just shy of 100,000. So it still blows my mind. But a lot of people tell me that they like the group because it's a millennial approach to credit. Credit repair is usually made to be super complicated, super complex. you know, you have people using these huge words to make it more complex. And I'm talking to a friend or family because that was the foundation of the group. I was just talking to friends and family. So I research and I am education based, but I try to approach credit repair like as if I'm, like I said, talking to a family and friend. Because a lot of things, it's already complicated. Let's just be honest. Credit repair is already complicated. So I try to just kind of make it as simple as possible, explain it in the most simplest way. And I believe that that is what kind of like set me apart from a lot of different groups. At least that's what people have told me. My slogan is I make credit repair easy. And that's my entire goal, is to make credit repair easy, because it is such an important thing in life. But it's also such a complex thing. So especially to our generation, a lot of us did not grow up learning about credit.
Yeah.
So I pride myself on being able to introduce that and kind of bridge that gap with my generation and other generations as well, but just to kind of teach it in a way that people will understand.
Yes.
So that's pretty much it.
So let's go a little bit back in time to when you were just starting your company and your brand. What were you doing? Where were you at? When were you just like, okay, I gotta change some things up?
So actually, I was in school then. I was in school. I'm a business major. I was in school for business, but I did not necessarily think that I would actually go into business, as crazy as that sounded. I always wanted to, but it kind of just seemed so far from where my life was at that time. I was just a college student, a young mom, a wife as well. My husband was in the military. So that kind of just became my everyday life. And I just was that at that time, I was only focused on getting my college degree, and I had a government job at that time. So, you know, I just thought, you know, this is my career. This is it. You know, this is just what it's going to be. But when I started the group and it just grew and grew, and I would you know, give my letters out that I used, or I always knew that I was really good at responding to the bureaus. Like it's kind of like a weird thing to say, but a lot of times with credit specialists, they kind of get caught up in responding, knowing how to properly respond to the bureaus. So I caught on early on that my responses were getting great responses from the bureaus. So I, you know, began to release my letters. And when I first started, I literally was just releasing free letters just to have people try them out and kind of test them. And it just kind of caught on. And then eventually I, you know, LLC'd my business and, you know, kind of got legit. And then I, you know, made my website and started selling my letters. And that's pretty much the backbone of my company is my letters. I do take, but the backbone is the letters that I create. Literally they still get results every single day. If you're in the group, you'll probably see it, but that's pretty much it. I was in college working at my government job, and I just thought, you know, this was it, but life happened and I'm able to be an entrepreneur today. It's still crazy to me, honestly.
Wow. And I love your testimony. It's like you just kind of stepped into your purpose. You didn't know.
Yeah.
You were guided by your own life and your own experience, and then you have opened up the door and been able to help so many others. I really love
So
that.
true.
How do
That's
you
so
feel
true.
that,
No,
how,
I was just saying that it's so true, because every day I wake up and I'm just like, I feel so blessed to be able to have turned my passion into my career. It's mind boggling to me, because it truly is my passion, and I was doing it for free. So for me to be making a living off of it, it's just insane to me.
love that. That's a true blessing. How do you feel your values and morals have impacted your business?
Yeah.
So that's a really interesting question, because I was actually just speaking with my industry is such a tainted industry, I'll say. It has such a bad rep. And I feel as though my morals is what kind of keeps me in line. In because I make a joke all the time. I say, man, I could be probably a billionaire, follow the advice of a lot of other credit specialists and just kind of do shady things, but it just doesn't align with my morals. I have to be honest. If I don't stand by product, I cannot sell it. regardless if it will sell or not, I can't sell anything that I don't 100% stand behind. I've been contacted by so many companies to, monetize the group in a different way, charge monthly, do this and do that. And I always turn them down because it just does not align with, like you said, my morals and values. And I believe that that's what's, kept me, I hate that we use the word, but kept me successful, because I definitely have I have morals and I have values, and I never put the dollar over that. It will never, sacrifice my morals and my values for the dollar. Just get it another way. You can get it morally. So I definitely am grateful that I do have those morals and values, because it definitely keeps me, grounded.
Yeah, I love that. Never put the dollar over the people or the clients or the business.
Because it'll be short-lived. It'll be short-lived. The second that you start putting money over morals and values, it'll be short-lived. And I have never been about a quick buck. That's just never been me. I'd rather get it morally, and then I know I can keep it, So yeah.
So our next question is, as you've built your business and you're building your brand, how has your personal image sort of played out into you building your brand? Are they separate? Are they one and the same? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I guess to that question, because my personal social medias have always been private. I've just always felt a little bit uncomfortable, letting so many people in on. And I've been this way. I've never kind of been the social media kind of like, I guess, like flamboyant person. I'm very private in that aspect, but I do share bits and pieces. But also, kind of like a double-edged sword, because I do feel as though my personality is the biggest part of my business. So it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to answer that question, other than the fact that I kind of found a healthy balance, because the group has grown tremendously. And like I said, there's almost 100,000 people in there. And of course, you don't know everyone. And I have young children. So I kind of like to keep my personal life private to an extent, just for protection, because, I do run an online business, and you just never know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm able to, I've been able to find a balance between showing my personality and being true to myself, and also kind of keeping my family life or some of that just a little, private.
Love that. I see that you have your shirt on that you branded. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you kind of branded your business, and some tips or maybe tricks that you use to brand within your Facebook group?
Yeah, definitely. So I thought of the name just Road to 750 just randomly one day, and well, I actually woke up in the middle of the night and I Road to 750, because at first the group was originally named Get on Your Credit Repair Journey. It was the craziest name, but I randomly thought of Road to 750, and just because it just came to me. Honestly, I don't even know how to explain it. It just came to me. I made it the group, and it kind of has, taken off. But as far as like growing the group, what's crazy about the group is outside of adding the 20 family members in like the first week, I have never actually added someone. Everyone in the group has been from recommendations on people adding them, or they may have heard of the group and they requested it. But it's crazy, because I have never added outside of, like I said, my family. It has, the best form of promotion is word of mouth. And that is so true, especially when it comes to social media.
Yeah.
Because my business has grown just due to word of mouth. Yeah. So that's one of the things that I'm proud of, that, because people wouldn't recommend like their family and their friends to something that they, did not like or did not think was legit. So I love that. So, but yeah, my business grew organically just by word of mouth, honestly.
That's amazing. That. Very, very good. It shows that, like you said, people don't recommend if they don't trust it, if it's not working. So that speaks volumes for you as an entrepreneur and a business owner, that your values are showing through, with you not necessarily being present all the time or adding in these people. It's the way that you have put together your business, the honesty, the integrity, not putting the dollar over the person, that's showing because people trust you. So that's really amazing.
And I definitely don't take that for granted. I love that about the group. Like what I can say about the group is I feel as though it's a lot of people, but I feel as though like we're like a family. We truly look out for one another. There's no like, I love that. So for you to say that, that's exactly how I feel every day. I feel so lucky to build online.
Amazing. That's awesome. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit, and we're gonna talk a little bit about fashion and confidence. And one of the questions we have for you is, do you connect with the message when you look better, you feel better?
Yes.
Yes.
That is true. That is true. Yeah. So so you're asking how do I feel about the saying?
Yeah. Do you connect with it, and in what way does it affect you in your life?
Yeah, I definitely do connect with that because that is true. When you feel as though you look your best, you behave better. You just feel your best. You just do your best when you feel your best. So I remember when I first started, I'm a naturally shy person. I never really used to do lives or anything like that. But then I just kind of came to myself and was just like, you have to have confidence. You have to, get yourself together and, show yourself. And that, my group has grown since then as well. I try to do weekly lives, and because I know I have to be on camera, it definitely makes me, do my skincare routine at night, or, just little things like that I make sure I have Invisalign in right now. So definitely when you look better, you feel better. It made me, kind of go on a healthier journey too. And, try to lose the extra because, when you look better, you do feel better, but it definitely makes you kind of, look at yourself and look at things that you can improve. And especially if you can improve it by just doing small things to improve it, do it. But yeah, like I said, I make sure I do my skincare routine every night. And I didn't used to be as strict on that, but now I'm super strict when it comes to that. Every night, every morning, I make sure I take care of myself, because when you look better, you do feel better.
And what I love that you said, and I think this is a message for the audience, is that, as your group started growing, you felt like you needed to show up and do your lives, which in turn made you be like, okay, I got to get another side of myself better so that I can show up and be present for people.
Yeah.
I think, it's like you started walking in your purpose, and that unlocks something else. You want to feel and look your best now that you're walking in your purpose. So it's like a domino effect of what happens when you start walking in your purpose.
And I love that you also said small steps. If change comes with small steps, then go ahead and take that small step.
Yes.
And each day you'll get closer.
Exactly. Just take the step.
Yeah. That's good.
How would you describe your personal style?
I'm a mom. I'm a sports mom. So a lot of the time, well, before quarantine, of course, a lot of find me in, your athleisure gear because I'm always in a practice, at a game, and my husband's a coach. So literally I am around sports all the time. So that's my comfort wear, but I do try to get like cute little sets, like the cute like Nike, Adidas sets or something. So I am a comfy girl, of course on an everyday basis, but I do still try to make them like cute little sets. So like when I travel a lot, that's when I kind of, wear my fashion and, spruce it up or whatever. We look forward to it. We plan months in advance on outfits and stuff. So I would say my personal style is athleisure on a day-to-day basis. And then like on vacation and stuff, I definitely try to glam it up a little bit.
And I think, with what you're saying, you're a comfy girl, it fits your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're a mom, you're doing your online business, so that fits with everything that you're doing, which is also super important. You don't want to be in heels and all glammed up. It's like you got games back to back.
Literally.
With the kids.
Yeah.
I'm carpooling their friends to the games. Yeah. So I'm definitely comfy, but when I go out of town, like I said, I definitely try to glam it up with the heels and, dresses and all of that. So yeah.
Amazing.
Comfy, cute, and confident.
Yes.
Love that. Love that. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Speaking of confidence, let's move to that sector.
Okay.
So take us back to when you were a college student, you were a mom, and you were dealing with repairing your own credit. What did that do for your confidence in that moment? And then as you were coming out of it, how were you feeling?
Okay, I'm not joking when I say this. When you repair your credit, it literally improves your life. Like, I really truly stand by that, and I believe that. And that's only because, like I said, I was not taught credit growing up. I never knew the importance. When I, of course, got on my own, me and my husband, got together, we of course had to search for an apartment. So, you know, when you're an adult, you have to run your credit. You look at cars and things of that nature. But when I repaired my credit and my husband's credit, life has literally just went up, because you're no longer stressing over financial things. Because when you do leverage your credit, when you have great credit, you're able to leverage it for pretty much anything you want, especially if you're being responsible with it. I can't tell you the last, well, I can tell you the last time before I repair my credit, but I can't tell you the last time that I've, stressed about things that I had to stress about in the past, bills or, things of that nature. Because when you have good credit, there's usually always a way to make ends meet. And that's just kind of like the bottom line. Because even if you have to borrow money, you can borrow it with the confidence of not having to pay a huge interest, rate. So that has dramatically improved my confidence, just as an adult, as a mom, just as a woman. It feels good. I recently convinced myself that I can, purchase my dream car, because I'm a frugal person by nature. So it was a lot for me to step out and purchase my dream car. So I went to the Mercedes-Benz lot, and I have never felt more confident in my life. I went on my own terms. I was super confident because I knew once they pulled my score and see my profile that it would, it would do the work for me. And I have never had that feeling going into a car lot, because my car before that, it was a settle. I had to settle for something that I qualified for, because my credit was not good. So it truly just changes your life and improves your life when you improve your credit, because you just have that cushion. You just have that cushion. And nothing is better than being comfortable financially in life. Nothing is better than that. So
I love that, because I think that what we're doing with this show is really trying to get across to the audience that owning your image is an all around, what's the word I'm looking for? It's an all around thing. It's multiple facets within you. It's your finances. It's the way you dress. It's the way you look. It's the way you feel on the inside. It's all of those things. And I love that you're seeing the financial aspects, because most of us don't think of that as a part of our image. We don't.
I think another.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I was gonna say, a lot of people don't. No, you're fine. A lot of people don't, kind of think of that. You're right, and that's because maybe for some people they feel as though it's too far of a reach for them, because maybe they're used to living a certain a certain way. And I can understand why they wouldn't value that as much as like things that they feel as though they can control immediately, like your appearance and things of that nature. But whenever your appearance aligns with your financial stability, it just sparks something in you. Because like I said, a lot of life as a young millennial person is finances, and stressing about that, and stressing about things that you can and can't get, things that you can and can't qualify for. Imagine if you just did not have to stress about that. Like, literally is as simple as fixing your credit.
Right.
So so that's kind of like how I view it. I feel great as a young adult having a great credit profile, and having the financial stability to make decisions, and I don't feel as though I'm forced into any decision because of those things. So it makes me overall a happier person, for sure.
And I think another thing that you brought up, the leverage of credit, right? Because it's like you get access to money, and if you use it, smartly, you can open doors, even outside of purchasing your home and a car. But if you're trying to invest in businesses, like, credit is where it starts. And a lot of people don't even realize that I know I didn't know that you could leverage your credit to really build your business essentially.
Yeah.
So that's super, super important.
Credit is leverage. That's exactly what it is. It just in the short is leverage. It's what's crazy is a lot of my clients, and of course I'm not revealing anyone's identity, but most of my clients are people that come from financial backgrounds where they're making 6 and 7 figures. And people don't realize how important it is. And even they don't realize, they'll come to me and say, you know, I just bought everything. I've always grown up just buying everything in cash. Now they're at a point in their business where they're wanting to expand or buy a different building. They use credit, as the great JC said, cash is cool, but credit, it is, because it's your leverage. You're no longer limited by what exactly you have in a bank, because now you have leverage to borrow money and finance other things. And no one wants to spend their bottom dollar on something where you can use your credit for it and and when your credit is good, you don't really have to worry about interest rates, because you're not getting outlandish interest rates.
Right.
So like you said, it's definitely leverage. And a lot of people think just because they make money, that they don't need good credit. But like I said, a lot of my clients are 6-7 figure clients, and they're just now realizing the importance of credit. So it's true, it goes hand in hand.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really good. I love that. So I think we've talked about a little bit of everything here.
Yes.
We've went over your brand and how you started. We went over style. We went over your confidence. And our last question is going to be, what does it mean to you to own your image?
Oh, it means everything. It means everything. And the older I get, the more I realize how lucky and blessed I am to be in a position to, own my image, and whether that's literally or just internally. I love the ideal of being a woman of color that can own her image, can dictate, my day to day, and not have to depend on anyone but essentially my. Truly, I literally pray every day that my life continues the way it is, because I really truly love the place that I am in life. And it's not just financially, it's just the comfort of waking up every morning knowing that I can live on my own terms. That's a great feeling.
Yeah.
So everything about owning my own image is exactly what I prayed for my entire life. So I love that.
Prayers, everything.
Yes, it is.
If
yes,
it's anything,
it is. Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes.
how we say that all the time. So I know that you have a special gift for the audience. Can you let us know a little bit about that?
Yeah, so if you are not in the Facebook group, we have a set of letters. It's called the 6-step challenge system. It's literally the bread and butter of starting your credit repair journey. It provides you with all of the tools that you need to start your journey, to improving your credit, and all the hard work is done for you. It's in a template form, so you just plug in your information and you send it to the 3 credit bureaus. And you've just started with repairing your credit. Some people repair their entire credit just based off this one system. Wow. So it's the bread and butter of my business, and I'm super proud of the product. I stand by this product 100%. So I've decided to let you guys have access to it, because I want you guys to have good credit. So that's it.
Yay, thank you so much, audience. Y'all better come on now. Get that
Yes.
credit together.
Yes.
Yes, get it together. Get it together. You will be happier. Trust me.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today, Shonda. How can everyone find you?
Yeah. So if you are on Facebook, look up Road to 750. It'll be the first group. We have about 100,000 followers, so it should be the first group. And also on Road to 750 plus. So with the PLUS on the end. So Road to 750 plus on Instagram.
Okay. I think we went out.
Hi guys.
Hi.
I think we went out.
We went out just a little bit there.
Okay, so I was saying, if you find us on one platform, you're able to connect with us on all platforms. The main group is on Facebook, Road to 750. Okay. And then on our Instagram, it's Road to 750 plus. So add us, join us. It's a lot of resources that we provide.
Hello? We went out a little bit again.
Okay.
Guys, a little bit of technical difficulties here, but it's okay.
Thank you so much,
Shonda, for joining us today.
I am so honored. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye.